Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
One touch, a shot, saved by Kaufman. Shot on, stopped by Kaufman.
To his left, Tavernisi scores! To Ronaldinho, he shoots, he scores! Goldman scores! Cunningham, he shoots! Wilkin makes a huge save!
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Counterattack chance! Swift scores! Great setup, Goldman, Segura, scored!
Post-Christmas stop on the road to the Ron Newman Cup runs through the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. Welcome to the Major Arena Soccer League on Twitch. Tonight, it's a UCFC After Dark special between the Florida Tropics and Utica City FC. Our coverage is presented in part by Quentas, App Card Wallet. Quentas has everything you need to manage your money your way. Visit Quentas.com to learn more. And SI Tix. Want to see a game live? Visit Sports Illustrated Tickets for the best tickets to see MASL action in your favorite arenas. Let's send it downstairs to PA announcer Tim Best for tonight's pregame festivities.
Utica City FC! First, tonight's reserves. Number 8, Christian Segura! Number 12, David Almazan! Number 14, Isaac Sola! Number 15, Cesar Correa!
The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you all to MASL Soccer on Twitch. Feel free to send us a message in the Twitch chat, and I just might give you a shout out later on. My name is Ray Biggs. Hope you had a happy holiday to each and every one of you watching here this evening. For Utica City FC, a tie for fourth right now in the standings with a pair of games in hand is where they currently sit. The boys in blue have had a while to think about their last game, which was a 9-3 loss to Florida down in Lakeland. In fact, it's been 11 days. The dangerous tandem of Nate Bordeaux and Gordy Gerson are among the early headliners, with this very young Utica City side led by first-year head coach Everton Morera. On the other side, first place Florida enters at 3-0-1 with their lone blemish being a shootout loss to the Baltimore Blast. The 2022 finalists have been busy since topping Utica with a pair of matches against the Blast to head into the holiday. That busy stretch continues on the road tonight. The Tropics have scorers at every position. Drew Ruggles has an astounding 8 goals from the Tropics back line. In his first 4 appearances for the visitors this season, Mr. Tropic himself, Victor Pereiras, and forward Zach Reggett have also started strong for the Tropics. Some interesting news also coming the way of the Florida Tropics earlier today. Vic Moraligwe on the move to the Dallas Sidekicks in exchange for All-League player Mike Jones. So that, no doubt, a signing that will certainly upset the apple cart a little bit around the MASL. Our goalkeeper matchup, Andrew Coughlin, with 60 career regular season wins, will get the call tonight for Utica City FC. He's 10th in the league in save percentage. George Navarrete at the other end out of Plant City, Florida, got his first MASL win against Utica, and he will get the call today for the Tropics, just as he has all season, for head coach Clay Roberts. 77 wins for Clay in his 7th season behind the Florida bench. The Tropics tonight in the road orange uniforms, very fluorescent, very bright, and very hard to miss. Utica wearing their white uniforms with blue sleeves for this matchup tonight. And opening kickoff off the foot of Reggett. We are underway. Ruggles skies it downfield, looking to see if he can create a little bit of a target ball situation with Reggett. City quickly clears their way to the line. It's held up, though, by Pereiras. Play angled along the near sideboards. Tropics will try to reset. Ruggles downhill for Reggett. And Reggett's lateral pass, a slow roller that was taken away by Bordeaux. Now ahead to Juan Alava. Alava chips it down the boards into the left wing corner. Hunting it down, Bordeaux, the former Rutgers Scarlet Knight, long-time member of this team. He had 17 goals a season ago and a goal and an assist in the 9-3 loss 11 days ago. Yelovitz in a crowd here as the ball is knocked off his foot with help from Pereiras. Segura tries from distance. That's over the head of Navarrete. And the Tropics look to run the counterattack out the other way through center. Pereiras will stop to try to lose. Segura, a couple of chances going wide for the Tropics, the latter of which came off the foot of Drew Ruggles. 13:43 to play here in the opening quarter. Lateral pass lands at the foot of Swift along the wall, and he slides by Taylor Walter Bond. Ahead down the right side, Isak Soma, born in Kenya, moved to Utica at a very young age, went on to star at Proctor High School. Ruggles and the Tropics win the ball back, right on the edge of the zone line. Just up and running here at the odd tonight. A little clutching and grabbing along the far side. And play restarts with the ball at the foot of Lucas Teixeira. Ball leaking through, trying to make something happen. Oliveira, and he scores! 1-0 Tropics. Breno Oliveira with his first goal of this season. It comes on a broken play for the Tropics. of a great little back heel setup by Skylar Funk, collecting his first MASL point. The first round college draft pick finds a way to make an impact in his second career match. And just like that, it's 1-0 for the visiting side. Hundelt skies it downfield over the head of Damon Almazan, newcomer to the roster out of Joliet, Illinois, making his Major Arena Soccer League debut here this evening, as well as his Utica debut. Whistle sounds aloud with Florida trying to build up a counter quickly. And City will have the opportunity from the center circle. Knocked down by Teixeira. About 3 feet outside the zone line. Now down to the foot of Hundell, the former Harrisburg man in his first year in the Utica Blue. Knocked out to the far wing where the co-captain Bo Yelovitz can go to work, but not for long. He's dragged off of it by Vandergriff. Vandergriff last year, 54 block shots on his way to being named the MASL Defender of the Year. Carvalho, one back by the City. Center of his own zone, Hundelt works it ahead. Hundelt still on the field as he looks for help behind him. Hundelt will take the opportunity to change off. Correa racing in, he shoots, and that comes to the foot of the defense, and it's blocked away, and back to center quickly. Carvalho springs Ruggles ahead on the counter. Ruggles ahead, saved by Coughlin. The 6-foot wall of steel comes up with a huge stop to keep it 1-0. Back at center, Pereiras. Montoleras, listed as probable on the injury report entering the weekend, but does lace him up tonight for the Tropics. Great end-board carom and a score for the Tropics. It's 2-0. Carvalho able to flush it home on the Wallace score of play. And it is 2-0 in favor of the side from Lakeland. And that will bring a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well here on MASL TV. Coming out of the timeout with Florida up 2-0 against Utica tonight here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. Utica at 2-2, Florida at 3-0-1, and currently sitting atop the East Division. Well, they've come out firing here in this first quarter, and that's important for the Tropics as Utica has scored 9 of their 23 goals in the first quarter this season. Free kick right around the entry to the Florida zone. And Segura will take this from a little bit further away than he probably wants, but hinges it back to Alava to restart play. Gordy Gerson plays it off the outside of his foot. Back to Nilton DeAndrade. Headed in, Navarrete takes care of it. And he'll unload with a huge left arm distribution down the far side. Around to Taylor Walter Bond. And he is immediately run off of it by the second-year City man Juan Alava, who had an assist in the last meeting for his first point of the year, drew into the starting lineup tonight at forward. And Vandegrift protecting the goalkeeper Navarrete away from Bo Yelovitz. Tropics back into the ascendancy quickly. The ball deflects wide of the Utica goal, but Coughlin seizing the opportunity to take possession of the ball. Out through center to the feet of Isak Soma with a big burst of speed. Soma looking for the back post. That was deflected by Drew Ruggles. He was looking for Joey Tavernisi, who appeared open at first, but Ruggles did a great job coming back with the back pressure there for Florida. And a hard fall along the near boards as Moreno will take the foul. Working against Nilton DeAndrade. Correa. Up to the zone line, Ruggles. Navarrete. And that's settled down by Correa. Correa up the left side through the middle and punched forward quickly by Ruggles. Nate Bordeaux up to the center circle. Correa, Bordeaux, right-footed pass up the left wing. Vandegrift marking his man out wide. Long entry here by Utica City. The header going high for Alvis. And quickly cleared out of harm's way by the Tropics. Knocked forward by Gordy Gerson. It got behind Navarrete, and they score. It's Fernandez. His third of the season, and his second here at home. And Utica pulls back to within 2-1. Navarrete came way out to challenge off the initial attempt by Fernandez, and it just kept going. And that will bring another timeout onto the table with 7:57 to go in our first quarter of action here at the Aud tonight. And while we have an opportunity following the unassisted goal, we'd like to tell you about our partners at Quentas. Want free mobile service for life? Download the Quentas app today and use promo code MASL. See, it's quite lively tonight in the Twitch chat, so what I'm going to do here is pose a question to each and every one of you. And I figure it's a good one. We're between the Christmas and New Year's holidays. There's all sorts of other celebrations happening as well. And with that comes things like snack trays. So my question to the Twitch chat this evening, and I'll be happy to read some of your responses later on. What is your favorite kind of cheese? Let's see what we got here in the Twitch chat this evening. Anyway, if you're just joining us, it's 2-1. The Florida Tropics in front of Utica City FC. The Tropics scoring the first 2 goals of the match as we come up on the midway point of the first quarter. At 2:05, Breno Oliveira assisted by Skylar Funk picking up his first MASL point. And then Dantas with the Wallace score to Carvalho at 4 minutes exactly before City got one back on the unassisted goal just moments ago from Steven Fernandez. Shots are 3-3 here in the early going. Off the midfield restart, Monteleras. Swings it back to Teixeira. Monteleras looking for the one-on-one matchup with Reggett downfield, headed out of play. And this might be top of the box here coming up for Florida. And in fact, in all honesty, it will be, as Cesar Correa played that out of play. On the set piece chance, Dantas is walled off, the longtime Baltimore man. Coughlin. Bordeaux rims it back to him, a little trouble in front. And Hundelt cleans up the mess. Right wing side, off balance, Tavernisi spilling to the turf, looking for a call. Navarrete makes the save. And in response to the Twitch chat, by the way, I say this. I do know what Wisconsin aged brick cheese actually is. Long attempt, Reggett over the bar. 6:55 to play here in the first quarter. Alava to Hundel. Now to Bordeaux. And Juan Alava gets another touch on it here out of Ecuador. Reggett down to Ruggles. One touch pass. Wide open opportunity. Oh, what a save by Coughlin to turn away Taylor Walter Bond. Couple of huge saves from Coughlin early. Sama with a slippery move and scores! A big sock from Isak! And Utica City has tied the game. Off that great save by Coughlin, it comes out the other way. Just a remarkable move to lose Pereira and get a good straight line burst to get behind Ruggles as well. And he lifts it, top corner, near side. A brilliant shot from Isak Soma. And Utica and Florida tied up early. 6:10 to play here in the first quarter. Little top drawer action on the goal from the longtime Utica resident. Gerson with the ball at his feet. And a Florida player taking a tumble along the bench area. That was Vinny Dantas. As big, strong, and broad-shouldered as ever, and can also really strike it as he demonstrates there. Coughlin and Utica City able to answer the bell. Kyle Williams battling along the boards with Quentin Swift. They look for the trailer. That one is broken up. And here comes Utica ahead on the counter, looking for more, maybe the lead perhaps. De Andrade doing what he can to hold up the ball in the corner. Clearance attempt was blocked. And ultimately Carvalho comes away with it. Up the left side for Funk. Funk off the boards, looking for a runner in front. And Breno Oliveira denied his second of the night by Andrew Coughlin. Andrew Coughlin has come up with some electric saves here in this first quarter. Turnover at center. Florida winning the ball back. Breno Oliveira. to the feet of Montelaris. And returned out to the wing. They look to try to create a one-on-one play along the left wing side. Getting on the scene first was Almazan. Or rather, Ricky Alvis sprinting over. At midfield. Deposited out to Segura at the zone line. Hundell around far side for Correa. Chip downfield. Nicely off the chest of Tavernisi. Pried free by his defender. That's a nice effort there by Breno Oliveira. And the ball ultimately lands in the hands of Navarrete. Lets it rip downfield. 2-on-1 matchup here. Alencar Ventura Jr. shoots and scores. The former Utica City man finds a way to bag one as Utica City got caught with one man back. Just one man to beat there. And Alencar Ventura Jr. receives it high, gets it out to his foot, and knocks it out of the air and in. In his season debut, that's his first of the year. .3:32 to play here in the first quarter. And the Tropics retake a 3-2 advantage. Alencar Ventura Jr., a guy that really did a nice job when called upon in the past for Utica City FC. But he has been a bit of a journeyman around the league. Type of guy that flip-flops in a parking lot, he'll show up and play. And when his name is called, he does some pretty remarkable things. 2:42 to play here in the first quarter. Back to midfield. Swift across to Gordy Gerson. Gerson, a swift series of moves, and finally dispossessed of it right at the zone line as the Tropics again try to get out and go with the two-man game. Alava. Big burst of speed, hard pass ahead. Yelovitz one touches it to the wing. A fight for it on the opposite side of the score! Bo Yelovitz on the setup by Nilton DeAndrade! And just like that, we're tied at 3. What an effort to fight off his marker by Nilton DeAndrade. And it's the co-captain, Bo Yelovitz, doing the rest.
Utica City goal, score number 13, Bo Yelovitz.
3-all under 2 to play, first quarter. Loose ball, Hundell tries to create a chance for himself off the volley. It's wide. Follow-up chance for Tavernisi, won't find a home either. 1:34 to play here in the first quarter. Lifted ahead by Segura to Tavernisi. Tavernisi stops on a dime, dishes it, back post. The volley for Hundell lands high. What a silky smooth goal that would have been had it fallen in. But instead, just high of the woodwork. 70 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Swift involved on the foul, as Ruggett went to the carpet. Wide open action here in the MASL in this first quarter tonight. Dantas with one touch to the corner. Coughlin turned it over. Score! Carvalho with his second of the match. And it's 4-3 Florida. Just a bizarre busted play there. Off the turnover, coming out of their own zone by Utica. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. 7 goals combined between the two. Coughlin zips one way downfield. Navarrete accounts for it at the other end. See a lot of comments about the offense in this first quarter in the Twitch chat. And I'll tell you what, these teams are putting up goals right now like Oprah handing out cars. Gerson has it swallowed up by Navarrete, who looks for a distribution option and immediately heaves it underneath the scoreboard. Alan Carventura Jr. off the volley, off the crossbar. A venomous strike there. City, with 5 seconds left, Ruggles helps take it away with Jr. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. One final opportunity of formality there for Jr. 4-3 the score at the end of one quarter of play. We will step away, come back with second quarter action in a bit on MASL TV.
Please welcome to hail now the Utica City Dance Crew.
Thanks, Damien. We are honoring some of our season and singing members today, and so we got 4 of here who are going home with signed UCFC jerseys. Congratulations, guys.
Back here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium, where the Florida Tropics and Utica City FC have combined for 7 goals in the first 15 minutes of play. A 4-3 score favoring the visiting team from Lakeland, Florida in this one. And on a personal note, while I have an opportunity, I do want to take a moment to thank the Tropics organization for their incredible hospitality when I had an opportunity to travel down to Lakeland, Florida earlier this year. It was much, much appreciated and definitely left that trip with some fond memories. That said, I have to give y'all a lot of credit. I don't know that I could drive on I-4 every single day between Tampa and Lakeland. I don't know that I could do it. Here we go with the second quarter of play. Navarrete defending the goal to the left. Coughlin to the right. No penalty time to speak of to start the second quarter. Gerson kicks it off. We're back up and running. To the feet of Andrew Coughlin. Line drive kick downfield looking for Bo. Bo off one hop on the end boards marked by Vandergriff. Unloads. And it comes across to Hundelt, who weaved over and filled in the lane. Banks it off the end boards. And that's accounted for by Teixeira. Back to midfield. Off his feet is Gerson. Hundelt in the vicinity to help it along as Gerson gets back to his feet. And now the Tropics win the ball back at center. Kyle Williams with the touch. Williams touches it forward. The Tropics try to get a nice slant play going at the offensive stripe, looking for Zach Reggett. And that got turned away, and then a hard foul at center. Like the play design there from Florida head coach Clay Roberts. Put one of your best scorers in a position coming across laterally to see if you can get that step or two of separation. Off the end boards, Tavernisi, and the whistle sounds as Somo is crashing the net. Foul and a free kick deep in Florida territory. Bordeaux slides it back. Segura wide with that low shot opportunity. Back to the neutral zone, Andrew Coughlin. To Bo Yelovitz, marked up by Vandergriff. Those two should be going at it all night long. Reigning Defender of the Year in the MASL against the big, burly, physical Utica co-captain. Out of play in the near corner. Ruggles will have the restart chance. Sends it to midfield. Dantas. Going to work against Quentin Swift. Ruggles. Alan Carventura Jr. with the spin move coming off the boards. Has Segura beat. The shot taken by Pereira is stopped by Coughlin. But there is a whistle that brings play to a halt as Alan Carventura Jr. went spilling backwards after unloading the ball. That's a foul against Utica. Another look at it here as he was working against Segura. And Alan Carventura Jr. finds the seat of his pants. Ruggles on the set piece, crosses it. Coughlin with the big save against Montoleras. Ruggles going to work here against Nilton De Andrade. Alan Carventura Jr. to Reggett, now back to Ruggles. And knocked around in the possession of Alan Carventura Jr. Right side, Zach Reggett, always dangerous, takes the foul. That one given out by Cesar Correa out of Chicago, Illinois. Carvalho, burst of speed down the far boards, played it off the end wall looking for the runner, but it's cleaned up by Gerson. Gerson looking for the long chip, it just goes wide. Navarrete was way out to sea there. Nilton De Andrade shoots, another save by Navarrete that time. And sent across the neutral zone to Quentin Swift. One-on-one matchup downfield, and nothing will materialize there for Utica as Fernandez was going to work. City stays up in the high press. Dantas sends it all the way across to the side, closer to the camera. Quentin Swift to in front of the bench area with the pass. Bordeaux looking downfield to Bo Yelovitz. 4-3, Tropics in front. 11:16 to go in the second quarter. Off the end boards and recovered. Coughlin covers it up here in his own goal box. Alava to Soma. Battle along the near boards, working against Pereiras. Or rather, Chad Vandergriff. And the foul was called. Foul in front of the bench area will go against Florida. As Cesar Correa took a seat. Again, just a common foul. We have yet to see a blue card in this one. Sharp angle shot. They were looking perhaps for the setup in front to Isak Soma, who was sliding towards the frame. And finally taken care of by Navarrete. Off the boards, into the hands of Andrew Coughlin. They were targeting Reggett that time. Correa, way downfield with the Wallace score, a setup for Gordy Gerson, but he lifted it too high. And to the Lucky Cat Gaming dropping by the Twitch chat tonight. Thanks for coming along for the ride for this match tonight. A blue card in some sense is like a yellow card in the outdoor game, but here's the thing. I only say that because it's kind of the first step in the booking system. A blue card gives out a 2-minute power play, very similar to hockey. Yellow cards, meanwhile, are reserved mostly for conduct fouls. So if you trip up a guy, it's a blue card. That's an example. Hundelt to Alava, and I do appreciate that question as the ball disappears up and out of play into the Utica bench. You are very, very welcome, by the way. Glad I could be of some assistance there. 9:15 to play here in the second quarter. Utica being ordered to back it down on the free kick. Taken by Dantas, approaching center. Or rather, Dantas receiving the ball here down the left wing boards. Kyle Williams had it pried free. And now out the other way. Nilton DeAndrade on the counter. Makes the pass nice and early to set up the opportunity for Gerson, who shoots wide. Jorge Navarrete with a 78.7% save percentage this season for the Tropics. Again, he has played every minute, 250 of them entering tonight. And that includes all 4 games plus the 10-minute overtime that led to the shootout loss against Baltimore. Sent out to midfield, Nilton DeAndrade. A little bit of clutching and grabbing there, and Nilton nearly tumbling to the turf, but stayed upright. Now to Swift. Sent downfield off the near boards in the corner. Long shot opportunity there for Almazan making his debut tonight. And it lands at the foot of Bordeaux, who can only will a low shot in on the netminder, Navarrete. Seven and a half to play here, second quarter. 4-3 Tropics at the moment, but this one has been a whole lot of call and response in terms of scoring tonight. And the ball out of play, touched by a member of the beer garden downstairs here at the Odd. That'll bring us to the media timeout. And with that, a very good opportunity to tell you about MASLsoccer.com. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you do not miss a note. Now, we'd also like to take an opportunity to tell you about MASL Monday. MASL Monday is back with a familiar face, the one and only Alex Bastiavansky. Join him and special guests each week to recap the weekend's game and keep up to date on all of the latest news. That's MASL Monday with Alex Bastiavansky. 7.5 to play before we hit the half. Second quarter action here at the Odd tonight. Just the second home game of the year for the city. It's going to be a busy January, February, and into March. Utica's next match will be at Milwaukee on New Year's Eve, a 4:05 start. And then a 3-match homestand to start the new year. January 7th against Mesquite, January 8th, the Artists formerly known as the Ontario Fury, the Empire Strikers, are coming to town. And then on January 15th, it's the St. Louis Ambush. As for the Florida Tropics, they're home Friday against the Chihuahua Savage. This is the only match tonight in the MASL. There will be 2 tomorrow. Mesquite is at Dallas in a battle of that metropolitan area. And then as well, Kansas City will have a match against Monterrey at 8:05. All those times are Eastern. Zone line restart for the Trops. 7:26 before halftime. After the ball was touched out of play. Ruggles shoots. Stand-up block made in front of Coughlin. It never got there. Cesar Correa playing some big minutes early in this one tonight. Off the shelf of the boards, they'll say it stayed in play. Pereiras volleyed forward. Ruggles, one touch, blocked out of the air by Tavernisi, gets another touch, and ends up spiraling onto the carpet. Chested forward to Bo Yelovitz. Yelovitz to his right, long shot opportunity there by Bordeaux is blocked. And down into the corner, Ruggles out through midfield. Correa to Coughlin. Bordeaux to Correa. And Correa had better be careful. Victor Pereiras is trying to pick his pocket. And it's stolen away by Regan along the boards. Soma marking. Now he'll switch and go into the high press. Crossing play deflected away by Alvis. 6:20 before halftime. 4-3 Trops. Downfield into the corner. Alvis was beaten there by a step or two by Bond, but the shot never materialized. And to Somo in a foot race. He shoots, sliding, and it just goes wide as Navarrete came out to challenge, settled down by Vinny Dantas. Split his season last year with Tacoma and with Baltimore. In fact, played most of the season with Tacoma after being traded. And then was traded back and settled in Florida ultimately for this season. Alava had it stolen away by Williams. 2-on-1 developing if they hurry, but Williams ended up losing his footing. Long shot attempt by Dantas is blocked. Alava. Diagonally forward for Soma. And to Hundelt. City will set up along the left side. Segura. Swift. Alava. Under 5 to play before halftime. Hinged back to Swift. Swift had it taken away. On the straight ahead play by Oliveira, who has a goal in this one. Out of Campinas, Brazil, 5'10", 160-pound defender for the Tropics. Alava, off the very short wraparound glass that exists here on that end of the arena. And out to center, stolen away by City up front. Gerson delays, score! It's Mighty Mouse, Christian Segura on the counter-attack flush. Fours are wild, it's 4-4 here in the second quarter with just over 4 minutes to play. What a play by Gordy Gerson. Knew he could get Navarrete to commit, especially after Navarrete had lost his footing. He rises back up, goes out to challenge, which is the right read. I mean, you certainly want to force the flow of the play for the more difficult shot. But Segura makes no mistake about it. What a setup by Gordy Gerson. He had a hat trick in his Utica debut and just continues to impress. Gerson coming up with a helper there, and he's known really as a goal scorer. He had over 100 goals with Orlando and Cedar Rapids in his time with those respective teams. Way downfield to the one-on-one matchup. A one-touch pass to the interior, banked off the end boards and cleaned up away from Reggett, who was trying to make the run to the near post. Back to Carvalho. Carvalho across the zone, shot from distance. Coughlin makes the save, rebound is there, and Paredes is denied the ball by Bo Yelovitz, who slid over. Paredes, long attempt by Teixeira, blocked on its way through. 3 minutes to go before halftime. 4-4 here at the Odd. After the latest salvo by Christian Segura, his 130th career MASL goal. Speaking of milestones, probably should bring up the fact as well that it's Bo Yelovitz's 150th regular season appearance tonight for Utica City FC. He has been with Utica since the start, at least as far as MASL play goes, at least if you want to talk about the continuation from Syracuse. Teixeira to Williams. Off the end boards, cleaned up just in front of the backdoor cut from Junior. Dantas wants a word with the official. 4-4 with just under 2:30 left before halftime. Long downfield to the former Florida Tropic, Joey Tavernisi. Segura from way outside, and he nearly cut that into the post. Navarrete with a huge save. I haven't seen a left hook like that since Joe Frazier, excuse me. I got George Foreman and Joe Frazier on the tongue there, but Smoking Joe Frazier also had a pretty big left hook. Alava upended by Skylar Funk. Foul is called. Segura way downfield on the restart. Knocked away by the defense. Funk at his zone line. Pass lifted ahead by Carvalho. And play is blown dead on that counterattack for Florida. Segura on the free kick, and he lifts that out of play. Marcus 5400 chiming in to say the pace is awesome tonight. I absolutely agree. This is really, really good, especially right after the holiday break. Mind you, Florida really didn't stop playing, and they find their way back in front on the sharp angle shot by Reggett. Right off the restart, Zach Reggett. He now has a 5-game point streak on a sharp-looking goal by the veteran player. Came into the league in 2018 with the St. Louis Ambush and was the MASL's top newcomer. And Reggett gets in the points column here this evening with the goal at 13:30 in the second quarter. And that's his 7th of the campaign. 1:14 left in the second. Bo Yelovitz. Alava. Ricky Alvis. 5-4, Tropics in front. And now Reggett out of the center of his own zone, looks to spring the run down the far side. Coughlin will be there first. Ruggles right at the yellow line. Bo Yelovitz very tentative as he finally makes his way up to the ball in the press. Pereira. Navarrete, Pereira. Center of the neutral zone. And Alava trying to fend off Dantas downfield. Fernandez, who had the goal at 7:03 of the first quarter. And that'll bring us to halftime.
And that's the half, ladies and gentlemen.
5-4, Tropics leading Utica City FC here at the break at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. In a fast-paced first half of play. See if we have a halftime interview or not here this afternoon. Now the early evening here, 7:02 p.m. here on the East Coast. Brendan Miller is standing by.
I'm here with Gordy and Gerson. Gordy, you guys had a little few early, but then we're able to kind of roar back, tie the game up, and now 1.5 down, just one. How the first half go for you?
After being done with the goals, to get back where we are right now, it's a step where we need to be, but we're not done yet. And we got to do whatever we can to get back and get the result.
So you mentioned L1 going into half, so what needs to change going into half number 2 to get you guys back on the winning side here?
Just simple mistakes. I mean, we can show that we can play with any team in this league. We just got to stop making simple mistakes and the results will come.
All right, well, results will come. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Brennan. 5-4 our score here at halftime at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. We will step away, enjoy the halftime festivities, everyone. We'll be back with the second half very shortly here on MASL TV.
Direct your attention to the video board now. Here are tonight's birthday celebrations.
Shoot! He scores!
This is MASL at the half. What's going on, everyone? I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Great to see you again. Hope you're loving the contest so far. Tons of stuff going on in the league at the moment. Let's take a look at the latest.
Here's Regic with it. Regic moves in. Shot. Goal! A costly turnover in the Baltimore defensive third.
It was mistakes like that that cost the Blast last week. They were in Florida for the only 2 games on the league calendar. Zach Regic had 2 tallies, and the Tropics rolled to a 7-3 victory in the second encounter on the 23rd. But 2 days previous, it was a different story. Baltimore was trying to snap a 3-game losing skid, and the 2 teams slugged it out like a couple of prize fighters. Back and forth they went. Regulation time solved nothing, so they needed a shootout to determine the winner. Max Ferdinand made it 1-1 with that shot. Zach Regic couldn't follow suit, though, blasting it over top of the bar right there. So it was up to Lucas Roque. He sealed the deal, and tempers flared at the end of the contest with lots of trash talking going on. That rivalry is alive and well out east. Baltimore took it 5-4 to hand the Tropics their first loss of the season. Let's take a look at who was hot last week. Moises Gonzalez was a big signing for the Blast in the offseason, but was scoring at just a point per game pace until last week, well off his typical production. Well, against the Tropics, he came alive with 4 points over 2 games, helping them to snap that losing skid with the win in the first contest in Florida. And Drew Ruggles just continues to absolutely torch the opposition with the Tropics. The defender has been on fire to start the season, and he had a hat trick on the 23rd in the Florida win. 4 points total in the game for Drew, who's one of the top scorers in the MASL so far this season. Speaking of which, let's take a look at your scoring leaders. Roque retakes the lead, followed by Sosa and Souza of KC. And then it's those 2 Tropics teammates, Drew Ruggles and Victor Pereira rounding out your top 5. Some big news. The MASL recently held its first ever college draft, and the first overall pick, that's a lot of firsts, was Ryan Betcher. He most recently played for the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. There's a look at the top 5 picks. All 14 teams participated in the draft, which was spread over 3 rounds. 42 players were taken overall. To see all the results, head to the league's official website, maslsoccer.com. And upcoming games to tell you about as we get into the new year: Florida at Empire, Harrisburg and Florida on the 6th, Empire at Baltimore, Tacoma at KC, Mesquite at Utica. San Diego heads to Big D to take on the Sidekicks. Milwaukee's in St. Louis, Empire at Utica, Harrisburg at Florida, and the Battle of Mexico resumes as Chihuahua visits the Flash in Monterey. Finally, Dallas in San Diego to take on the 2-time defending champions. Yeah, and just remember that even if you can't be there live at the game, in the stands, fret not, you can still catch every single MASL contest live on Twitch. Enjoy the rest of the game, everyone. We'll see you next time.
It's time for the Davidson of Rome High Five Intermission. Turn to the person next to you and give them your best high five. Ready? 3, 2, 1, bam! Go Utica FC! For your best deal on a vehicle at Davidson of Rome. Family owned for over 50 years. Shop over 800 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs at DavidsonGMRome.com.
Let's go, Utica.
What's your story? What moments make life an adventure? Community is where memories happen. At Bank of Utica, enriching our community for current and future generations has been part of our mission since 1927. By supporting local, community-focused organizations, we work together to open doors to education, the arts, and meaningful career paths. Making stories to remember. Bank with Utica.
Get moving with the Planet Fitness Black Card and check out all the perks. Like access to over 2,000 locations? You got it. Bring a guest anytime. That's right. And relax and unwind with massage chairs and more. Plus get tons of variety and space to move in our super clean clubs. Your fitness is essential. Join Planet Fitness today and get all the perks of the PF Black Card.
Get all the perks at Planet Fitness Utica. For more details, visit planetfitness.com.
From couch to car and couch again, Cookies Q is your one-stop shop for dinner and dessert. Just give us a call, let us know you're ordering to go, and we'll have your meal ready for you hot and fresh. Eat like a boss and try our famous Boss Burger, or try one of our juicy chicken sandwiches. We've got combos, kids meals, and more. Did we mention we've got ice cream 7 days a week, all year round? And if you're feeling extra lazy, Cookies is available on DoorDash and Grubhub. Cookies Q and Creamery, open 7 days a week on North Genesee Street in Utica.
Spend your weekend brunching at Babes every Saturday and Sunday, now from 8 a.m. Yes, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. The only place to be is Babes for brunch, featuring our famous sticky bun pancakes. And did we mention $10 endless mimosas all brunch long? What more could you want in your weekend? See you at Babes, open 7 days a week on 80 North Genesee Street in Utica.
It's time for the Davidson of Rome High Five Intermission. Turn to the person next to you and give them your best high five. Ready? 3, 2, 1, bam! Go Utica FC! For your best deal on a vehicle at Davidson of Rome. Family owned for over 50 years. Shop over 800 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs at DavidsonGMRome.com.
Let's go, Utica.
don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and give us a like on Facebook to stay updated on all Utica City FC news and events. Dodge, Duff, Dip, Dive, Dodge your way to the Adirondack Bank Center on Saturday, January 7th. Utica City FC is hosting a dodgeball tournament.
And welcome back here on MASL TV as we get ready for second half action tonight at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium between the Florida Tropics and Utica City FC. While we have an opportunity, we'd like to tell you about our partners at SI Tix. Want to see a game live? Visit Sports Illustrated Tickets for the best tickets to see the MASL action in your favorite arenas. And also the MASL partner Quintas. App, card, wallet. Quintas has everything you need to manage your money your way. Visit Quintas.com today to learn more. And you can also find out a lot more as well about the MASL by following the league on social media. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Here's where it sits right now. It's 5-4 Tropics. Carvalho with a pair of goals in the first half, while City getting goals from Fernandez, Somo, Bo, and Christian Segura. Zach Reggett with the go-ahead goal at 13:30 of the second quarter, assisted by Carvalho. So Carvalho right now for the Tropics, 2 goals and an assist. And I see the lively chat has continued through our partner at Twitch. Thanks to all of you joining us today in that Twitch chat. Make sure you subscribe today for exclusive MASL content, including discussions about pizza, yet again, cheese, and Hootie and the Blowfish. All topics that have come up tonight. The Oprah show as well, and funny story about the Oprah show bit. The person who actually crafted that stunt on behalf of General Motors was actually someone who attended college here in Utica, New York. He attended Utica University in the public relations program back in the day. And I actually had an opportunity to ask him if there was anything he would have changed about that whole thing when it happened. And he said, simply put, one thing: inventory. They actually didn't have any cars on the showroom floor when they did that on the Oprah show, and all these people were turning up at Pontiac dealerships trying to buy this vehicle. And speaking of vehicles, we hope for a fast-moving second half, just as the first one was. 9 total goals between these two teams, 7 of which were scored in the first quarter. Up and running here in half number 2. It will be restarted by the Tropics right at the center line. Ruggles behind the ball. And we'll send the long outlet pass across to in front of the bench area. Carvalho having a remarkable match here for Florida. Navarrete way downfield, and that one was out of play and jumped back into the field here. Caromed off that front row of seats. So City will have the restart deep in their own territory. Cesar Correa will do the honors. Slid back to Andrew Coughlin, who not only had some great saves, also got credited with an assist in the first half. Down to Navarrete, rolled distribution to the feet of Drew Ruggles. And Ruggles looking for an opening right down the middle of the neutral zone. That will go to Andrew Coughlin at the other end. Out to Isak Soma with his first goal of the season in the first half. Segura. Amazon. Segura. Now to Isak. Along the far side. Just over a minute into the third quarter here at the Odd tonight. Glad you're hanging out with us on Twitch. Swift. Down the boards, banked off the wall by Correa. That's stolen away. And here comes Florida on the counter. Reggett. Dumped down to the turf on that collision. And the foul will be charged against Utica. to Taylor Walter Bond on the restart. Right-footed pass deflected by Swift. And that creates a loose ball on the opposite side. Here comes Samo leading the counter. He shoots. And Navarrete is able to take care of it there on the long shot taken from just inside the zone line. Kyle Williams one-touches it to Ruggles. Now to Williams. Out wide to Bond. Score! Bond shaken up afterwards. What a golazo! Another look at that. Thing of beauty. Got the step on the defender and shelved it from a very sharp angle, but fell hard on his back. And I hope that Taylor's going to be okay after that. He's up to his feet and making his way back towards the Tropic bench. And now jogging a bit, so that's a positive sign. Fans rocking out here at the Odd tonight. It's a 2-goal game, 6-4, the Tropics in front. After the goal by Taylor, Walter Bond. Kyle Williams will get credited with the assist. Fernandez, or rather Alvis, sends that across. Kept in play by Gerson. Williams grappling along the turf here with Cesar Correa. Few moves you'd see out of a high school wrestling match in that scrap. And fed in on the restart to DeAndrade. That's stolen away. Tropics in control of the ball. Ruggles with the ball at his feet. Alan Carventura Jr. with a goal in the first half for Florida. And stolen by his former teammate Bordeaux. .11:49 left in the third quarter. Funk taken off the ball. Breno Oliveira. Sent way downfield. They look for the one-on-one battle in the corner. Reggett switching feet after he was able to back down his man. And the shot just went high and wide. We have a fan just joining us from the Florida side of things. And I can tell you, to answer your question, Oliveira, Carvalho, Alan Carventura Jr., Carvalho again, Reggett, and Bond. Those are the 6 goals in order for Florida. Long shot, just screaming wide from Nilton DeAndrade. Could be a 2-on-1 developing here for the Tropics. Breno unloads the ball, nobody there to clean it up. A Hundelt coughed it up. Alan Carventura Jr. shooting high. Backheeled back to midfield. Under 11 to play in the third quarter, 6-4 Tropics. Junior, stolen away by Hundel. But the Tropics, with the second effort, able to recover. Teixeira sends it down the field. And Andrew Coughlin will account for that. Christian Segura, in his 3rd season with Utica now. It's part of that blockbuster trade that included Slavisa Ubi Peripovic. Now ahead to Pereiras. He's always dangerous. Swung across. Dantas denied. Andrew Coughlin with a colossal save to get into rhythm here. City down by a pair, and they'll take any save they can get here in this second half to keep it tight. While they go looking for transition offense the other way, and Gerson comes up gunning wide. Bordeaux makes a move down the boards. The pass nutmegging an unassuming defender. Swift off a man and in. Utica City pulls back within one. Tavernese racing back to center. Was he the last man to touch this? Yes, he was. He was able to drop his foot right in front of the defender. Outstanding redirect there. Providing the power to throw it home. So it's Peter Pan, Joey Tavernese. With his fourth of the season. And Utica City now down by one, 6-5. All the way down to Navarrete. That's stolen. DeAndrade wide. Follow-up opportunity. City not done. Fernandez is blocked. Alves able to knock the ball free on a hard foul. And that will be blown dead as Skylar Funk, who has points in this one tonight, gets knocked down. Ruggles denied, and the follow opportunity ended up catching that glass that sits above the crossbar. Ruggles under pressure. Composed play there for the Tropics. That took a juicy bounce right off the end of the wraparound glass to the left. And here comes City the other way. Fernandez. Segura inching back to midfield. He can absolutely boot it. He's dangerous from midfield and beyond. Long play downfield. Yelovitz will get called for the push-off. Working against J.P. Reyes. Name we haven't called very much tonight. Out of nearby Orlando, Florida. Not far from Lakeland. A little bit of a ways away, but drivable. Probably not a drive you want to do every day, though. At least not year-round. There's a steal from Yelovitz. Ahead to Gerson. Kid Dynamite. Surveying for options, and the runners can't get into place in time. Could be a break here for Bo, sliding into the box, and the ball eludes his feet. Stolen away by City just outside the line. And play will stop on the infraction. Ball back to Florida. Chad Vandergriff downfield into the one-on-one matchup for Reggett. Reggett tries to lift the cross. Correa stays right with him. Line drive downfield. Headed back to neutral territory. Pereiras. Carvalho. And Reggett just trying to will one and make something out of nothing there. Would have been brilliant if it had gone to frame. Coughlin takes care of it. Swift to Coughlin. And now to Nate Bordeaux. Carvalho. Back to Navarrete. And the long clearance will skip out of play into the first row. Media timeout with 6:28 to go in our third quarter of play. The Tropics leading Utica by a 6-5 score. Tonight's match is presented in part by our partners at Quintas. Want free mobile service for life? Download the Quintas app today and use promo code MASL. As we get ready to welcome the Utica City dance crew back onto the field, let's listen in. And another quality performance, as always, from the Utica City dance crew. In fact, there were a few people out there during that absolutely madcap first half. There were a few people that commented in the chat that the dance crew had scored a couple of goals themselves. Well, at that point, the goals were falling in like crazy. All we need is a third line on the scoreboard. I mean, for what it's worth, the officials even could have gotten in on the act and scored a couple themselves. Let's get 4 score lines going up on the board. Settle this like a 90s game show, you know? Or a trip to the arcade. Stolen away off the restart. Bond. And City will recover back in their own territory. Yes, we are still no cards, K-Vibar. Shot from a sharp angle by Gerson. Navarrete makes the save. No power plays yet for either team. This has been exclusively 5-a-side plus the keeper. Around to Gerson. Gerson hits the corner. Score! Ricky Elvis! His first goal in a Utica uniform! And the native of Cape Verde makes good with an impeccable touch on the give and go. What a setup by Gerson! And a moment the defender will never forget.
Utica City goal, scored by number 20, Ricky Elvis.
So Ricky Elvis brings it back to a tie score.
That's Elvis from Gerson at 9:15.
Off the ball, out of play, Reyes with the restart. And surveys for Ruggles against the high press. One touch too many. Correa steals it away. Bordeaux off the end boards. Andrade scores! Utica takes the lead! With 5:05 to play in the third quarter. We've got ourselves a match. After Bordeaux took the first look along the boards, back to the point it goes. And Milton DeAndrade bags it with a right-footed flick. Carreras had it swiped away. Teixeira. Carvalho. Utica takes the lead, 7-6. In an absolutely wild match, a three-goal third quarter for Utica. Downfield, Andrew Coughlin. Off the shelf of the boards, carries to the top of the box. And at midfield, Correa put it out of play. Off the end boards. Pareras. Ruggles inching back beyond the zone line. Shot attempt from the right wing side, blocked away. Ruggles at midfield to Vandegrift. Out of St. Louis, Missouri. Plays it in to his option at the top of the box. It's Dantas getting a shot free. Second effort goes in. Vinny Dantas, the 2017 MASL Playoff MVP. And a multiple-time champion with a championship caliber goal here for the Florida Tropics. Stays with it. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And Vinny Dantas able to hammer it home for his second of the year. Dantas on a 2-year deal after playing last year with Tacoma and Baltimore. He had 19 goals a season ago. Unassisted, by the way, with 3:34 to play in the third quarter. Top of the box set piece. Bordeaux sets it up for Segura, who shot high. And the follow-up chance lands on the top of the net. Navarrete will have to take care of that himself. Held, and he'll go for the thrown distribution. Takedown right at the zone line. Bordeaux will get called for the foul. Taylor Walter Bond going down to the carpet. Ruggles. Off the little head fake, deposits it in the corner on the set piece. Knocked away at least to center, but Ruggles has it recovered. 7-7. Foul call in the corner. Correa will get rung up for this one. As Reggett went to the turf. And we have our first power play of the contest. It belongs to Florida, as Correa will take the seat for the blue card. Another look at it there on our MASL TV replay for you here at home. Power play for the Tropics. 43% they currently operate on the season. This is their first road power play chance of the year. As Coughlin stopped Carvalho on the initial chance, but it looks like they're going to spot this in the corner and restart it. 3:05 left in the third quarter. Utica's penalty kill, 67%. Entered in Ruggles, shooting right into an outstretched Hundell, who blocked it easily. Sliding challenge attempt by Swift. And City will take over. Distribution opportunity for Andrew Coughlin. So a blue card given to Cesar Correa, resulting in this power play, which has a minute 41 remaining on the clock. Swift down on the turf near side. There will be no call originating from this one. Carvalho. Up to Pereiras, into the corner. Pereiras takes the return. Now across to Carvalho. Pereiras shoots with the right-footed strike. Save made, rebound, Dantas scores! His second goal of this third quarter. And it's Vinny Dantas with that firm touch down the middle of the offensive zone. Hammering in the power play goal after it skipped off of Bo Yelovitz. Back-to-back, belly-to-belly on the goals for Vinny Dantas. Breaking up a multiple-goal Utica run that gave them the lead. It's now 8-7 Tropics. That may have actually touched Andrew Coughlin on its way in. As my director downstairs, Eric Kawayatek, points out. Appreciate everyone working hard down in the production room to bring you this one tonight. 1:43 to go in the third quarter. It's 8-7 Tropics. Back-to-back goals by Vinny Dantas. He has come alive here in the second half for Florida. It's a building he's pretty comfortable in from his time playing with the Baltimore Blast. Coughlin. Downfield to Tavernisi. Lifted up and out of play as he battled with Ruggles. .119 left in the third, 8-7. Navarrete. Downfield, softly at the feet of Regan. And now back to Montelaris, to Ruggles, to Junior. Hundelt staying right with him. And deflected out of play by Tavernisi on the entry attempt by Montelaris. Neutral zone restart. A minute to play in the third. 8-7. The latest goal from Dantas in power play fashion. First road power play goal of the season for Florida. As City tries to build up a long counter, they stretch Hundelt ahead. To Gerson. Fake the back heel. Soft touch to the middle. Turnaround try by Tavernisi. Blocked. Gerson ends up catching the glass in the end. Ball put up and out of play by Florida just inside the zone line off of Regan. Top of the box coming for Utica. Huge set piece with City down by one. Absolutely smokes it off the back heel set up by Bordeaux. Tie game, 8-8 by way of the man who wears number 8. Mighty Mouse with his second of the match, now up to 4 goals this season. And you could kind of feel to an extent that Segura was due to get a couple, considering he had 10 shots blocked by opponents in the first 4 games. You had to figure it was going to fall in for him eventually. And on the set piece, with 0.2 now left on the clock, one final touch for Florida to wrap up this third quarter. 8-all, 0.2 left in the third. Ruggles just firing wide as a formality to bring us in to the fourth quarter of play here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. We will step away. Fourth quarter. You won't want to miss it. It's time between Utica and Florida on MASL TV. Through 45 minutes of play here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. Thanks for being with us as part of this special UCFC After Dark matchup on MASL TV. Special Wednesday night game tonight here at the Aud. We don't see too many of these, but with the kids out of school, great opportunity to bring in a 6 p.m. start on a weeknight. And if you are just joining us, you've missed an absolutely insane match up to this point. There's been several lead changes. 4 goals in the third quarter for Utica, 3 in the third for Florida. City has inched ahead once at 9:56 of the third quarter. But Florida has otherwise been able to wrestle the lead back pretty much every time. Segura closing out the third quarter to make this an 8-8 score. On the ball, out of play, restart to open the fourth quarter. 22 seconds have elapsed. Segura unloads it for Nilton DeAndrade. Out of the neutral zone, they look for DeAndrade on the run. He's plenty athletic, and he can shoot it too! Oh, baby, what a finish! Nilton DeAndrade! Finds the back of the onion bag from a difficult angle. Another look at it. Just drops the hammer with the right foot. At a point when Breno Oliveira was not expecting it. I think he expected that run to continue, was just marking the shoulder, and that leaves that outside foot open if you want to try to shoot it. And that is just a fantastic goal by Nilton DeAndrade. City back up in front, 9-8, looking for more. And off the feet of Gordy Gerson. Herreras looking for a call from the official here as he passed Nate Bordeaux. Free kick in the neutral zone. Punched out to center by Correa. Correa now up to the ball as Vandegrift and Yelovitz came together away from the ball. And here's Bo down the left wing side. Yelovitz off the boards, headed away from the net front. And then a hard foul along the near boards. Down went Cesar Correa. Two-man wall up to the free kick here. Bordeaux looking for the end board play. Immediately cleared back to the zone line. Bordeaux drops it off to the corner. Tavernisi to Bo Yelovitz. Segura slices it down the left side. Battling for it, Tavernisi. Pass to the middle, unable to hang on to it was Segura. Navarrete able to retrieve it. Ruggles to Navarrete, looking midfield. Junior up in the high press against Bo. And Yelovitz, the co-captain. From Belgrade, Serbia, we'll find Andrew Coughlin. Alava at center. Ventura. That's Junior taking a tumble to the turf by way of Bo Yelovitz. Just a common foul in the eyes of the officials here. We'll step over from Junior. Was able to get behind Milton DeAndrade. Tavernisi there with the help defense. Now to Ruggles who shoots. Stand up block by Quentin Swift. Right side, Kyle Williams. Chased wide of goal by Ruggles. Alan Carventura Jr. tees up the long chance for Monteleras. That's blocked out of play. With 12:17 left. 9-8 Utica in front by 1. Entry there, it was caught behind the heels of Reggett, and it's Monteleras who cans it to tie the game back up at 9. .12:13 left in the fourth quarter. Reggett was being held there by his defender in front. And as a result, wasn't able to get free to shoot it, but Monteleras was there. And ties this match up, 9-all. Ricky Alvis. Returned from Fernandez. Alvis. Back to midfield, now to Gerson directing traffic. Gerson tries to slide it in there. Cleaned up from the net front by Kyle Williams. Dantas holds it up at the center line. A battle for it right in front of the Utica bench with Cesar Correa involved. And off the free kick, it will be Utica possession. Back to Alava. Hundell, Alava, downfield. Connects with Fernandez. Really promising newcomer. Across to Hundell. Hundell shooting and just missing over the head of Navarrete. With 11:10 to go in the fourth quarter, we're tied at 9 apiece. Free kick out of the left wing corner. And it will be Bordeaux to take it, at least at first glance. Bo Yelovitz is coming over to have a word with his co-captain. Bordeaux, give and go from Tavernisi. Florida ready to account for that on the sliding block play. Sharp effort there by Carvalho. And now he steers it through center. The Tropics on the counter. Coughlin denies Reyes. Segura with the ball at his feet. Dumps it downfield. Navarrete in the purple goalkeeper uniform tonight. Pinballed off the head of Bo Yelovitz and of Vinny Dantas. But this distribution too far there for Florida. And City will have a great opportunity here with a zone line restart. Segura, and that's broken up immediately by Ruggles. Wanalava dashing forward at pace. Now leaves it for Swift. Tavernisi, Segura. Gerson looking back for Segura. That one was broken up easily. Vandegrift able to take care of that. And now we have a gentleman's disagreement. Ruggles having words with a few members of Utica City FC. Montelaris in the vicinity as well. And it seems like cooler heads will prevail this time. Fourth quarter, 10:07 left. We're tied at 9. This match has had all sorts of roller coaster-like twists and turns. Speaking of twists and turns, a steal at midfield off the restart free kick. And DeAndrade able to at least knock it in towards Navarrete, but Navarrete was able to get that handled. 9:50 to go, fourth quarter. Upfield to Ruggles. Cuts the cross through the box. Dantas in pursuit. Can he get the hat trick here in the second half? Out of a very physical scrum in the corner, finds Montelaris. 9:24 left. Shot landing wide. Pinballs into the hands of Coughlin, and he'll distribute up the far side. DeAndrade, the target of the cross, and that was broken up. Swift from Correa on the pass. Gerson looking for the setup there on the back door. And now Florida the other way after the chance eluded Fernandez. Another steal. Fernandez on the move to Gerson. Right wing side. Makes Navarrete commit and then shoots it right to him. Really heady recovery there by Navarrete. .8:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. And a challenge flag has been thrown out by player Roberts. So they'll come to the scorer's table. A review has been initiated. Potential infraction on the keeper. Let's have a look at this, if we have the opportunity to do so. Gerson. Navarrete is coming out to challenge it. They're looking to see, did his hands touch the ball outside of the box? Because that could be very helpful for Utica. Gerson. It's a question of, did he touch the ball outside of the box? And there might be some merit to that based off the look we just saw. Play stands is called. There was certainly some merit to finding that one out. So it was Everton who threw the challenge flag. There was some merit to at least discuss it. But at the end of the day, the officials feel that in their judgment, there is not enough to overturn the call on that video replay. Around to Reagan. Midfield, Vandegrift. Williams. Bodied into the board was Tavernese. Hard foul on the offensive end by Florida. Segura. Tavernese upended by Vandegrift, but they'll give him the play on. Headed off the end boards, Tavernese in pursuit. And Navarrete able to corral that. Free kick coming up for Utica in a very advanced area. Soccer fan asking who the first string keeper is right now for Florida. It is Navarrete on the active roster. That's coming from our Twitch stream chat, which you are welcome to participate in. All you have to do is send us a message and we might be able to read and or respond to it live on air during tonight's broadcast. Make sure you subscribe today as well for exclusive MASL content. Sprays Collision Center play of the game as we get a timeout on the field with 7:48 to go in the fourth quarter. And it was the goal by Isak Soma. Slippery move to get by Pereiras. And then sends it to the shelf.
Sprays Collision Center is the property collision center of Utica City FC.
7:48 remaining. It's a 9-9 score here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. We'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about MASLsoccer.com. It's your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you do not miss a note. And as an extension of that, social media as well. Great way to keep up on the short version of what's going on and then, of course, follow up from there. And you can do so with the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. And MASL Monday, that show returns for another season and it's back with a familiar face. Join Alex Bastiavansky and special guests each week to recap the weekend's game and keep up to date on all the latest news. That's MASL Monday with our good friend Alex Bastiavansky. Out of the timeout, free kick, a big set piece here for Utica. They'll rotate over Gerson. Long shot by Segura was blocked. Tavernese. Down low to Yelovitz. Segura hammers one off the glass. Played nicely off the chest of the defender and sent back to center. That was Vandegrift who made the play. Yelovitz. 9-9, 7-11 to go, fourth quarter. Long dump in downfield from Dylan Hundell. Tavernisi to Hundell. And sent across to the right to Segura. Now Hundell taps it back to Alava. 9-all, under 7 to play. Hundell around to the bench area. Hundell decides to light up a right-footed shot, blocked by Carvalho, who has had a phenomenal performance tonight for the Tropics. Off the glass, Tavernisi sets up Hundell in front for the header. Just wide of the woodwork there. And Navarrete may have gotten a piece to help direct it. His presence certainly didn't hurt. As we get a look on the broadcast replay, Navarrete does get a pretty sizable piece of his hand on that. That is a fantastic stop. 6 minutes to go, 9-9. Taylor Walter Bond to Pereiras. Silky smooth move, fires the shot through the double. Coughlin makes the save. Now with 5:47 to go in the fourth quarter, play will once again stop here at the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium for this timeout. RC76 in the Twitch stream chat tonight. We'll get to a few more questions, including this one. Where is Timmy Goldman? Well, of course, Timmy Goldman, an incredible performance in the home opener for Utica. He had 3 goals. He was hurt in the game prior to the holiday. And the most reasonable time frame I can actually give you here, and I don't like to pontificate on this sort of thing too much. I'm not a doctor, nor am I in any real privileged position to really share much, but I can tell you, reasonably speaking, probably sometime in January, optimistically, for Tim Goldman, is when you may be able to see him back. So he got injured, and time frame for a return probably sometime in January. When in January is very much up to how well he's healing up. And certainly, again, I appreciate the question. Keep them coming. Soccer fan in the Twitch chat asks about Utica City. How much improvement over their team last year? And I think it's a different dynamic. It's a young team. It's an exciting team with a lot of rookies and a lot of guys that you look at this roster. Fernandez really stands out to me. DeAndrade stands out. He had a couple goals in his home debut. He's made an impact tonight. Those guys are really, really exciting. Pereiras from the zone line on the restart, shooting one way high. And don't forget as well, the draft pick, Alexander Gomez from Tacoma, is with Utica right now. So there's some excitement for the future there with him and some of the other combine draft picks. And then, of course, the opportunities created by the college draft as well. 5.5 to go. DeAndrade shot it right towards Ruggles. And back to midfield. Bordeaux on the recovery. DeAndrade taken away by Monteleras. Hard into the sidewall. That certainly could not have felt good for Monteleras. I mean, these are fairly rigid sideboards here in Utica, but of course, because they're to the standard that the American Hockey League expects, with the Utica Comets sharing the building. Opportunity for the Tropics. Williams, Coughlin jumps up and turns it away. Milton DeAndrade Looks to lead the way the other end. Tavernese shoots, it's blocked, he follows it. Cleared back to the zone line, and Williams able to get it back to center. 4:42 remaining. Down the right side, Segura. Stationed to the corner, pushed backwards. Foul by Monteleras. Huge set piece coming up for Utica. 9-9, 4:33 left. If you're just joining us, you have missed a unfathomably wonderful game. Segura shooting wide. Bordeaux keeps it alive along the boards. Tavernese, Monteleras battling for it. Navarrete recovers. Out to center. Oliveira. Turned over. It's Nate Bordeaux who helps recover the ball. Sliding play to try to keep it moving forward by Correa. And a foul was called against Florida. Bo Yelovitz along the near wing side. Goes to work and finds some space in the corner. Now he'll be challenged by Breno. Good cross. Gerson shooting high and wide off the volley. Alava and Reggett come together. 50-50 ball recovered by Utica. 9-9, 3:35 left. Sent back to the keeper, Coughlin. Shots on the board, 25 all for these two teams. 9-9 to score. This has been about as even-handed of a matchup as you can expect. And if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to indoor soccer. It's a beautiful game. With 3:04 remaining, a foul against Utica. Reyes. Dantas goes searching for it. Up the boards, back to center. And reset by the Tropics. Pareras to the trailer, Vandegrift. Hard and low and covered up by Coughlin. And now ahead down the right side. Isak Somo with an absolute sizzler of a goal earlier. Draws a crowd along the boards. Opens up space for Swift. He shoots, that's blocked by Taylor Walter Bond, who tries to hustle off for a change at the first available opportunity. Recovered in midfield. 9-9, City with a chance. Down the left side, Swift, Navarrete slides out and takes it away. Alert play by the Florida keeper. Alava. Utica chance up from the crowd. As Somo takes Alan Carventura Jr. for a ride. Down onto the blue carpet here at the R. This building, of course, lots of history. The soccer history of this building is very recent history. But it has been an incredible ride to start off. Over these last few years. It's been a lot of fun to watch the culture of this club grow. Long shot attempt by Bordeaux, a stop, follow-up chance. Locked away from in front of the goal line, 1:43 left. There's a steal manufactured by Ruggles. Takes the headman pass from Pareras, Ruggles, denied by Coughlin. Follow-up is in for Florida. Coughlin with a huge save at first, but Reggett bags it. On the counterattack chance, gets himself in a position to finish it off. And it's now 10-9, Florida with 1:30 left. Zach Reggett with a huge play for the Florida Tropics on the road. They've been tested tonight by a team that they beat 9-3 11 days ago. Utica City FC with a remarkable effort in this one tonight, and they've got a chance to win. 90 seconds left to play for Zach Reggett, his second goal of the contest, putting Florida ahead. Bo Yelovitz. Extra attacker is on for City. And it's Christian Segura. Bo Yelovitz along the left side boards. Back to Nate Bordeaux. Bordeaux, one-touch pass back to him from Fernandez. And back to midfield. Net is empty. Segura opens up space for Fernandez down the right side. Dishing it across. Sliding block by Ruggles will get it out of harm's way. Ruggles actually up in the high press. That was Vandergriff who broke that up. Nice effort there by the defender of the year in the league. And a timeout call to the field with 35 seconds remaining. It's called by Clay Roberts in the Florida Tropics. What a ride, too, it's got to be for Clay Roberts. 7 years, 77 wins. Gets to the final last year in this league. He also coaches collegiately and had an opportunity recently to draft one of his former players, Skylar Funk, who is in the points column in this one tonight. Had an assist earlier. Just had that opportunity at the college draft that took place right before the Christmas holiday. As for Utica City FC, 35 seconds remaining, down by one. Everton Morera has been in his fair share of tight games in his career. Previously, of course, the head coach of the St. Louis Ambush. And Everton not afraid to ride the riverboat a little bit to give his team a chance to win. He proved that. If you go back to the last game against Florida, they lost 9-3, but Everton had the extra attacker on in the third quarter of that game. And that's not the first time he's done that. He does like to go with the early goalie pull if he thinks it'll manufacture something for his team. Now a late goalie pull here with 35 seconds left. And he certainly has a lot of different looks he can draw up for this kind of a situation. Long attempt wide. Header wide to the right post. And here comes Segura. Lifted ahead to Gerson. Bo shooting it into the protective netting. 10-9, 13.1 remaining. Navarrete hurls it downfield. Reggett and Bordeaux battling. Bordeaux goes down. 6 seconds left. Tavernese to Bordeaux. And the Florida Tropics will survive on the road here in Utica. In this battle of East Coast teams, the Florida Tropics prevail by a 10-9 score over Utica City FC for their 4th victory of the season. Utica falls to 2-3 and are swept in the 11-day-long home-to-home by Florida. But regardless, a remarkable effort by Utica in this high-profile matchup against a Florida team that is tried and true. They're very, very good. And for a young Utica team to hold their own the way that they have here tonight is a good sign for the future of this franchise. As they proceed through the handshake lines in this one. Again, your final score, Florida 10, Utica 9. I don't believe we will have a post-match interview, but we will hold on for just a moment to make sure. Again, a 10-9 final score here. Utica will be in Milwaukee to wrap up the 2022 portion of the schedule. That'll be a 4:05 start on New Year's Eve. 3-game homestand to start off the new year against Mesquite, Empire, and the St. Louis Ambush. So lots to look forward to in January. Make sure you get your tickets and come on out to the Odd for a great afternoon or evening of indoor soccer. And with all that being said, a 10-9 final score. Ray Biggs from the Adirondack Bank Center at the Utica Memorial Auditorium saying so long, goodbye, be good to yourselves, and be good to each other. Have a happy new year. We'll see you on the other side.